Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. Now, this is going to be a little short video real quick to let y'all know that, you know, anytime you're taking spelling, right, each letter has a power on itself, right, which it means an angle in the sky, and when you put a bunch of angles in the sky together as an energy source, a bunch of letters together as a spell, it creates an as above, so below structure on your mind. And it could set you on that path, or it could take you from a path that you was previously on. Negative or positive, however the case may be. But anytime you start to duplicate more things on your mind that's unnecessary to a natural path, whether you see it through a bias as positive or negative, or an alternative motive, or you may have been indoctrinated to believe this is your way of going about survival. The template, the character that have been crafted for you by other individuals will set you on this path where you're over-exaggerating and creating duplicate thoughts that you think you have to succeed in, that ultimately bend down as a thought and a feeling and become your adrenaline and have you motivated to do it. So let's say you was motivated to have on your mind to get a job, and then you're motivated with adrenaline to get it physically, and then you know spiritually your space is not something you actually want to do. It's not a place you want to die in. It's not the last place you want to see before you're in your experiences of prosperity and things of that nature. So you're challenging your mind to have enough energy, even when you're fatigued, to still bend in and build enough adrenaline to go to that job for alternative motives or things that directed you in the opposite direction of your natural spiritual path. Now, I'm just using a job as an example. But for the most part, this helps you understand what's on your mind, motivates you to do things physically. Now, when you have a lot of things on your mind, you produce a lot of blood, adrenaline. And if it's based off something that's not your true path, logic going to lack, the left going to lack, and more right going to accumulate. So you're going to accumulate a bunch of unnecessary thoughts that bend in as more uneven blood flow to develop as uneven or unbalanced hormones that leads into it being more estrogens than testosterone, that leads into your body holding more syllables than it having a release system if it was balanced with testosterone. So without a good androgen system, a good blood flow movement, the things on your mind that you end up considering to be more distracting and more important to do also plays out as a spell that you put out as a curse. And by default, your blood encapsulation makes you gain weight and have unnecessary tissue in areas that doesn't need to be developed. That can lead into also physical health illnesses, even if you're not gaining weight. Just the simple fact of practicing a religious ritual, which is a prayer, that put unnecessary things on your mind when you're on your day-to-day battles and challenges. And that alone builds unbalanced hormone systems and leads you more on the emotional side of reaction that bends in as uneven blood flow. It unbalances your hormones, and by default, no matter what diet, what practice, what prayer you have, you're guaranteed to gain weight. So if one point of your time you look like you was good physically, and then things started to take a shift, unhealthy, or you started to gain weight, become fat, I guarantee it was the moment you dive deep into that religion. You practice the curse on yourself. And if you're a person that probably had a lot of health issues, came online, probably start watching me, or got somewhere and got up out of these things, 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure you got your health in shape a lot better than it used to be, and the people around you, because you got rid of all the mental concepts before we even call it a religion, the curse that it put on you to make you motivated to do unwarranted things, which is why a lot of Masons are fat and a lot of Jewish people are fat. Hebrew Israelites are fat. So the actually God practice, if you're going to do any degree in a certain house, it should be an exercise. So if there's no exercising going on, these practices mean nothing. It's just something in someone's mind that they're not even practicing to even know that should be part of any discipline, ritual, or practice. Getting your fat ass and go exercise somewhere, sweating actual Jesus Christ blood. Yo, sweat, bitch. Ain't no going no further than that.